In the modern world, there are countless concerns that, like a raging whirlwind, engulf everyday life. Mobile phones, social networks, relentless hustle and bustle, all create an illusion of control over the surrounding world. However, behind this shiny facade lies a fragile reality that can collapse at any moment, plunging humanity from a world of comfort and certainty into the terrifying reality of a nightmare. This is Mystify, and today we have a zombie apocalypse. The world, which seemed so familiar and safe, was torn apart, with what now makes its way through narrow streets and wide avenues: zombies. But these zombies didn't emerge from graves. They were the result of a government experiment gone awry, leading to irreversible consequences. An experiment conceived as an attempt to create a new type of biological weapon turned into a catastrophe. The virus, developed in secret laboratories, became a source of horror and fear for all humanity. This virus transformed ordinary people into undead creatures devoid of any humanity, only ready for one thing: to consume the flesh and blood of the living. Humanity, drowning in its own problems and concerns, was not prepared for such a trial. The walls of security, built over centuries of evolution and technological progress, proved futile against this threat. They couldn't contain the zombie invasion, which, like dark shadows, penetrated cities and settlements, leaving behind only chaos and destruction. Those who had not yet been infected fell into panic, trying to find shelter from this plague, which spread faster than they could imagine. Cities turned into fortresses, surrounded by walls and guarded by those willing to fight for survival. But even the mightiest fortresses couldn't hold back the zombie invasion, which inexorably advanced, engulfing more and more territory under its nightmarish dominion. Ultimately, a few months after the outbreak began, it became clear that the planet was completely infected. The terrifying virus, unleashed out of control, turned every corner of the Earth into a hellish landscape where only zombies ruled, and humanity found itself on the brink of extinction. Soon the zombies began to show signs of evolution and mutation, adding a new layer of horror to an already terrifying picture. The governments of the remaining countries, realizing that the survival of humanity was at stake, began active attempts to evacuate the uninfected to safe zones, because every surviving person is -1 zombie. The situation became increasingly tense as the zombies acquired new traits and abilities, and the governments of the world depleted the last resources to save at least some part of the population. By joint decision of all countries, it was decided to launch a nuclear strike on infected areas to stop the spread of zombies and prevent even more casualties. Meanwhile, some uninfected individuals were found to have antibodies to the virus, which turned out to be the key to salvation. Using the blood of these individuals, scientists developed a vaccine that could prevent the infected from turning into zombies and even restore humanity to those who were already infected but had not undergone mutation. However, for those who had already mutated, there was no hope. Their body structure had been so altered that they ceased to resemble any other living beings. These mutated zombies posed a potential threat to the survival of humanity, and required special measures for their destruction to ensure the safety of the remaining people.